Single parents, what's your best dating story? I was convinced that Mark was just a temporary distraction. On our very first date at that dive bar in Brooklyn, he told me flat out, he wasn't a kid person. He liked his freedom, his motorcycle, and his quiet Sunday mornings. Since I'm a single mom to a high-energy 5-year-old named Leo, I figured, okay, this is just a fun fling for when Leo is with his dad. No harm, no foul, right? But then, 6 months flew by, and I started feeling things. Heavy things. It was eating me alive because I knew eventually I'd have to choose between the man I was falling for and the life my son deserved. One Tuesday night, everything crashed together. My ex dropped Leo off early because of a sudden work shift. I didn't even have time to hide the cool guy leather jacket on my couch. Mark was right there in the kitchen. I felt my heart drop into my stomach, thinking, this is it. This is how it ends. Leo ran in, covered in dirt, and holding a broken plastic dinosaur. I held my breath, waiting for Mark to make an excuse and bolt out the back door. But Mark didn't move toward the door. Instead, he knelt down on the hardwood floor, completely ruining his expensive jeans, and looked Leo right in the eye. I stood there, frozen, waiting for the awkwardness. But then, Mark reached into his pocket and pulled out a tiny roll of silver duct tape. He looked at Leo and said, "You know, a T-Rex with a bionic leg is actually way stronger than a regular one. Want me to fix him up?" Leo's eyes went wide. For the next 45 minutes, the man who hated kids was sitting on the floor, engineering a prehistoric surgery. He wasn't annoyed. He wasn't faking it. He was gentle. After Leo finally fell asleep, I cornered Mark in the kitchen. I asked him, "I thought you didn't do the whole family thing." Mark rubbed the back of his neck, looking actually embarrassed. He whispered, "I didn't. But then I met you, and I realized, if I wanted to keep the girl, I'd better learn how to fix the dinosaurs." That was 3 years ago. Now, Mark spends his Sunday mornings at soccer games, and honestly, I think he likes the dinosaur surgery more than the motorcycle.